Well, I am here in Klamath Falls, Oregon. My good buddy Kurt from PMF. Kurt kind of runs a show around here. He's, well, don't tell anybody else I said that, but he's married to the daughter of the founder of Production Metal Formings. And he lives right out that door. And we're out here in the back country. I'll show you. We're just surrounded by duck ponds and barns. But this is their main facility, main building. And this is, well, Kurt, you tell me, what happens here?
This is where all the raw material starts.
You come in through these doors.
Comes from our warehouse out on the west side here. All our flat sheet, all our tube, stainless tube, titanium tube that's straight, comes in here, and then we start cutting to length and shaping the flat stainless into the punch presses over here that are all for the dies and that sort of thing. Laser cutter over here behind me for notches.
I was watching this earlier, and all these tubes, which was it? These little tubes are getting sliced and diced into, spray jet manifolds. These are 1.5-inch wands, inevitably. This will be a manifold.
It's probably a handle.
Or a handle. I mean, they make a lot of stuff here. Some of the stuff I can't show you because it's private labeled. But you can see all these bits and pieces. Just detailers galore, and PMF's been making some of this stuff for how many years?
43.
How many decades? 43, and they still make it today, and it still sells like crazy. I like this. Look at this box. This is a shipping box, and you can tell it's almost empty. But what's in here, or what's left, are individually wrapped titanium tubes, which will turn into Mach 15s and some of the other popular Taiwans. But I mean, one of these things, you go to buy this on eBay, tie tube like this will cost you $40 a foot, right? If not more. But that shows you how many wands they're producing. Yeah. So all kinds of machinery in here.
Punch press all to your right here. Sanders, laser sheet cutters to our left.
And boy, they utilize every piece of this sheet metal. These aren't for all the same project. This is a cutout for the hanger that grabs the trigger assembly. This little circle here is for the end of a manifold, a jet manifold.
We'll nest a lot of small parts when we're doing a bigger part.
Nesting's the
term.
term.
Nesting, and so that way we don't have very much waste. Everything we do is recycled, of course.
That'll all get turned back into more sheet metal. You can see that's that's a wand or a jet hanger.
Bender.
Yeah, I was watching the guy here earlier. This is where they make the S-bend wands on this baby. Crank it down. I think that's a new one there, right? You just got that?
4 benders running now.
And how many employees you got here?
50.
50 employees, and they're working the 7 to 3 shift?
7 to 3:30.
And you're hustling all year long, huh?
We're trying.
You're trying.
This is a CNC brake on your right.
So you can see some heads being produced here.
That's correct.
Very cool.
Yeah,
What's this big piece turn into?
Up. This would be a chassis for somebody.
For somebody? So again, more pieces in production. Don't forget Production Metal Forming. And you guys,
parts.
Yeah, I'm surprised how many wands and little tools you guys make with 1.25-inch tubing. It's quite a bit.
Yeah. A lot of folks like whether it's Karcher or Sapphire or Rotovac or Taconi, they have handles that they need smaller diameter too.
Right.
These are all punch presses. We're working on one now.
Well, I was in here earlier when they were working, man. It's quite the racket going on. Here's more wands.
A lot of 802s.
802s. Could that be your best-selling wand?
It is.
It is?
Yep, absolutely. In a lot of different configurations from low pressure to high.
You can tell this will be a Mach 15 by the angle cut on that tube.
Absolutely, good eye.
Yeah. Boy, that thing's light. It's amazing when you hold a 2-inch tie tube to a 2-inch steel tube. There's a big difference.
The first time I hefted one, it was really funny because you expect it to be heavier,
but not that much.
Hold of it.
Yeah. Here's the back of the 802s.
Lots of parts. This is all fronts and back panels for upholstery tools, wand heads. We have to keep organized.
They're ready to be welded together.
Ready to be welded together.
And you got a welding room
12
back
full-time
here, right?
welders in the
12 welding stations. And they all went home.
Everybody's gone home
hit
just
that
a few
light?
minutes ago.
Anyhow, this is where they get down and dirty. This is cool. They're putting together this one. That's just the front. That's
right. This is how you weld titanium correctly.
yeah. If you didn't know, titanium can't be welded out in the open air. It's
Well,
got
it
to be
can
in
be,
the,
but it's not as strong.
not as strong. Is that what it is?
That's right.
Anyhow, they're doing it all
Inner chamber.
in this chamber, racking them up back there.
Well, we have 2 chambers.
What's
back
the
to back.
difference in the strength if you weld them out in the open?
Well, we found that we had some breakage on our valve hangers when we weren't. And since we've gone to this, we have
Not have an issue.
none. Since
Yeah.
we've gone to the chamber.
Kurt, could you guess how many wands total you produce out of here in a year?
You know, I can't.
Could you even guess? Close?
Total carpet cleaning wands. Now let's add upholstery tools in with it.
Yeah.
I don't know, at least 3.
300,000 or 3 million? I thought it was kind of interesting watching all your workers, these 50 workers here, and I asked a couple of them, and I go, what do you know about the carpet cleaning industry? And they just kind of look at me funny. It's like they don't even realize what they're building.
A lot of folks
Yeah.
don't.
They're just
Yeah.
putting it together. It's their job, and they're happy to have it, but yeah, they don't care
They
where
know
this
what
thing
it's
ends
supposed
up.
to look like. They all have drawings and prints, and
Right.
everything's tested in the lab.
Well, let me give you a peek of what the kind of country we're sitting at here. It's kind of beautiful out here.
Yeah.
See that?
That's Kurt's pond.
It was quite the adventure getting out here. Let me tell you, I had to come through a major storm to get here. These are your testers. It's
These
gone
are a
out of
couple
focus. There we
portable
go.
testers from
Uh-huh.
back in the day. That's a
These are all little
measuring
things,
device,
yeah, little measures for inner bore, right?
right, for this machine here.
That
And,
thing?
yep, we can bridge.
It's a nice old set too. That's from Grandpa there, huh?
That's probably from Ray's days.
This is some what 6? What do you call this? A 6-axis
No, this is a screw machine.
screw machine.
Yeah, it's for making our stems for our valves, things like that. It's very small parts that are done out of solid rod generally.
Okay. Yeah, your valve
are our-
area. Wow, what?
These are our this is an old rotary
Don't use it anymore.
turning center that we build a lot of valves on. That's the older technology. The newer technologies to your right. That's our Haas CNC 4 and 5 axis machine.
So they get these.
We get them from a foundry. They're forged.
It's the
solid.
V800. It's the same valve that's on the Sapphire wands and the box. And then they do all the boring and threading inside.
We do, yeah.
You guys do.
We design it. My father-in-law, actually the founder of the company, designed this valve
Yeah.
before he passed away, and we're still using it today.
Wow, that stuff's really kind of heavy. What happens to this? Nothing?
Everything's recycled. Yeah.
Does it?
Everything, yeah.
Everything.
It's worth quite a bit of money.
Yeah, I would imagine.
This is
Those
our
same valves are getting bored out in there, right?
Right. A lot of things, we do manifolds, valves on both of these.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's
we-
some steel.
Carpet cleaning heads.
Oh, that's
maybe.
aluminum there, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Same story, we get a solid body in, and then we don't have a foundry, so we don't do solid parts.
So this guy's doing what, 24 at a time here or something?
What we got in it? Yep.
What's process is being done in this gadget?
Well, this is going to do the bore and hog it all out first, then it'll do the real fine to the thousandths tapers, everything where the stem has to go in, so
Okay.
nobody's valve ever leaks. Every valve will leak eventually because no O-ring lasts forever.
Right.
But yeah, we get them in solid, and then you have to, it's built to the thousandths as far as all your machining,
Then all that gets recycled.
everything. Yeah, we have barrels.
You
have
guys
to
aren't
keep
fooling
it.
around here. I can't believe how many of these you make, man. This is,
long
that's
time.
why I recognize. That's from the ProChem upholstery tool.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Up the stair tool where it goes up underneath.
Mm-hmm. Flush mount.
This is some of our older vertical.
Yeah, your guy here is showing this. So this is the manifold off of,
It's a 2-jet manifold for somebody.
yeah. So what they have this gadget here that basically spreads the metal, pushes the metal out to create the threading. I don't know if you can see. So they don't have to weld on the nut, basically.
No bushing.
There's no bushing.
No, and it makes very, very strong threads.
Yeah, and you get full thread, as you can see.
It actually it makes it molten. You can see where
Yeah.
it actually burns it.
Oh, we were watching it earlier from that tip there, and it's incredibly strong. Tom was looking at it. Devastator Tom was going, "Oh my God, you wouldn't believe the headache I got to do to make his manifolds, his little aluminum block ones, and he's not getting as much thread. So you may see a manifold like this ending up on a
Super
Devastator
fast.
at some point.
Yeah, very, very fast.
Now this, you're not doing it on this here. You only got a couple of threads on this spray bar manifold. That looks like
Yeah.
something that would, I think this goes inside your hard surface wand for Procam and sears and whatnot, but you don't need as much threading.
No, not on the square tube. No, you can reef them down really tight. It's amazing
Mm-hmm.
with the brass against the stainless and not strip it out.
Let's go over to the assembly area. That was pretty cool. Let me pause it.
And everything from all stainless steel upholstery tools to plastic head upholstery tool. You see has to get the body and then put the jet on it and the valve on it and the whip on it, the window in it.
She puts the window in, puts a little glue in there,
Yep.
and you sell a ton of these. Are these the ones with the window? Who's buying those typically? Car
Auto
car
detailing.
washes?
Yes, mostly.
And isn't this the CFR tool?
Correct.
You put that dial on there to regulate. Very cool.
CFR.
Yeah.
Look at all the.
Yeah. Look at all this stuff. And this is just January. Who knows what this place looks like August when they actually start cleaning carpet.
Everybody'd still be here because we'd probably be working overtime.
Oh, really? Just tons. But there's no one else in the industry to compete with PMF. They're the only all-American manufacturer of carpet cleaning wands.
As far as I know.
There's other importers, other assemblers, and then here's the
Yeah,
Jimmy.
there's several importers from
Yeah,
Vietnamese or Asia, China, things like that.
this is the Jimmy Ladwig special. I'm actually taking one of these home with me to give it a test.
Yeah.
But these are pretty popular, huh?
Well, you know, the customer likes to see it come clean. They're not as strong, of course, but it's cheap to buy a new head for $10. You're back in business.
The plastic part's $10, and just bust it off, and you can see it's kind of got a little dimple there to hold it on.
Yep, it's got a barb in it. It's like a fish hook.
Yeah.
It goes on a lot harder than it comes off.
Let's go into the other production room.
Of course, you recognize that valve. All that
So
machining done
this
by.
is the valve assembly room. Okay, so you got the Procam valve.
So they're doing all the final assembly on that. Every O-ring, spring. They'll keep everything on their rotisserie here, nut, whatever they need.
Well, you must keep Mr. Metric happy with these kind of orders, huh? All right, we're back at PMF. Oh, here's a good example.
Here's a good example of your stems, your Teflon seats, your ball bearing, your spring, and your bottom nut. 4.
And this
D180.
person, probably a lady, will sit here
Yep.
assembling those babies all day, huh?
Yep. Most, I believe it's all ladies in here now. We might have one new fella that a lot of times they'll start in the valve department, but they are better at it.
More detail oriented. Are they all
Faster.
Are they all cranking iPods and rocking out?
Yes.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, you can always listen to your music.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me, I gotta
There's the
see if my
cops.
wife's calling.
So we're leaving the production wand area, which you're not supposed to see, because that's where the big orders happen, where it's more than just one wand. It's a company ordering dozens or more. This whole area here is where they create their patented Idahos. And you can see that's the internal Idahet jet. Look how nice it is out there today. Yeah, the guy earlier had it, but you know, all the cuffs, hose, internal jetting and whatnot. But man, there's
Piston hose built high, low pressure.
you got swedgers of every type. More wands, more hose. Here's some, like I said earlier, here's some 1.25" wands. Those are probably for the, you can tell they're low pressure by the hose. Whoever that is. And then, oh, this is the fun part that carpet cleaners will drool over. All the tidbits. They got everything here. All the valve kits.
So their orders are put together right here.
Yeah. And then here's a bunch of Mach 12s. What the heck is this?
The backside.
Oh, a bunch of
for
them.
the steam
Okay.
on.
Yeah.
Clean coats.
But look at all that delicious brass, and all the cool little strainers. You got it all.
Remember that one that was leaving the carpet looking the prettiest? Experience show. Remember that one that Lou was running?
Oh yeah, what was that? Oh, the Mach 12?
Mach 12.
Yeah, that's my one.
Completely closed.
Mach 12 with a 2-inch.
Mm-hmm.
And some people don't know, you make this in steel. I saw one back there.
Yes. You can do it in stainless.
But this is Thai.
I believe so.
Yeah. Feels like it. All right, Kurt, anything else you wanted to show off while we're back here?
Well, I wish we'd have got down here earlier so we could have saw everybody turning and burning, but you got to
Yeah.
see it there, but you were
Yeah.
too busy selling or something.
Look at this, man. Can you believe all these? Oh, you got. Where do you put the different heights? Smaller ones, shorter ones. Get the
Stair
lower reach ones. And you get the
Short
long
stair tool,
length.
2-inch.
Yeah.
Got all these ones here. You gotta do a pan back and you get an idea.
Yeah. So again, final production room. There's a little mini stair tool. I shouldn't say mini. It's just a stair tool. These are the non-swivel. You got the one with the. What do you
Mark
call?
Sanger's favorite.
Yeah.
It doesn't have 2 jets on it.
You always call him Mark Sanger. It's Sager.
Sager. Oh.
Sager.
Looks
There's no
like.
N in Sanger.
Is it Sager?
Sager.
It's got an I in it.
All right. Hey, Kurt, thanks a lot. It was worth the trip up
Thanks
here.
for
I got to
coming.
head home.
It
Got a
was
long
hard.
drive in the snow, but it was great. And hopefully our little project pans out, and we'll be talking soon.
I know it was hard for you to get here, but I'm glad.
Yeah, that's all right.